Honorable Member Dr. Fauzia Khan. You have about 3 minutes.
Chairman, sir, this bill is an endeavor to strike a balance. Number one, between increasing the upper gestational limit for termination of pregnancy, and on the other hand, ensuring safe, accessible, and affordable abortion services. Now, Chairman, sir, imposing severe restrictions on abortion gets us nowhere, because various studies and surveys in the world have shown that restrictive abortion laws have not resulted in lower abortion rates. They have only resulted in making abortion more unsafe. We thus have not made our laws restrictive. The online WHO publication of 15th August 2012 says, exposure to unsafe abortion is gravely detrimental to women's health and human rights. 47,000 women die every year from complications of unsafe abortion. 5 million are left disabled. And the most common cause of maternal mortality is unsafe abortion. Chairman, sir, it is more a lack of awareness in women of fear of social taboo that usually leads to a delay in the gestational limits. The WHO considers restrictive laws and third-party authorization as causes for delay. They serve more as barriers to safe termination of pregnancy, Chairman, sir. Unfortunately, all these barriers are seen in the current version of the MTP bill. Advancements in technology, no doubt, have made early termination of pregnancy possible and comparatively more safer. My suggestion is that the gestational limit of 20 to 24 weeks should apply to instances of rape as well. The statement of objects and reasons of the bill mentions that several writ petitions are filed seeking termination of pregnancy beyond the gestational limits in instances of sexual violence. This provision needs to be included, sir. Shortage of specialist doctors is a reality, as my colleague has mentioned. According to the rural health statistics of 2018 and 19, particularly in rural India, getting opinion from 2 specialist doctors for MTP between 20 to 24 weeks is just not possible. Therefore, it shall be an impracticable expectation. It will cause delays in their access to medical care. Therefore, the opinion of only one provider should suffice even for the gestation period between 20 to 24 weeks, sir. Moreover, because most women in rural areas are compelled to get aborted at the hands of nurses, auxiliary nurses, midwives, and Ayush doctors, these people should be adequately trained to provide first trimester pregnancy termination. This training and subsequent certification, sir, must be carried out in a very meticulous manner, because ultimately we are dealing with human lives. As my colleague Ame Yadnik said, it is a matter of life and death, sir. The provision of creating medical boards is an extra hurdle for pregnant persons wanting to terminate their pregnancy. Subjecting pregnant persons to examination by medical boards is a violation of their right to privacy and also their dignity. And this can also cause delays to the pregnant person's access to medical care despite pregnancy being time sensitive.
Madam, please conclude.
Okay, sir. So these medical boards may serve as quick neutral appeal mechanisms in that event that a pregnant person is denied her right to terminate the pregnancy. Sir, my appeal would also be to include transgender and other this in the bill, and since the bill is not complete, all stakeholders have not been taken into confidence, I suggest that it goes to the Select Committee. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.